Pi network pioneers in Kuwait are leading the way in terms of developing utility. Since its launch, the decentralized Pi network cryptocurrency has developed quickly, going beyond peer-to-peer transfers and mobile device mining to practical uses. Pi network pioneers, especially in Kuwait, are spearheading a campaign to show how Pi may be used as a means of exchanging products and services. Pioneers from Kuwait have made significant progress in creating a marketplace where Pi coins can be used to buy anything from books to technical equipment as Pi gets closer to its mainnet launch and wider adoption. This advancement is creating the foundation for a vast ecosystem in which Pi is used for everyday transactions rather than just digital wallets. Creating a Pi shop mall in Kuwait, one of the most ambitious initiatives undertaken by Kuwaiti Pi pioneers, is to create a Pi shop mall. Pi coins can be used as payment for a variety of goods on this online marketplace. The idea is straightforward but groundbreaking. As an alternative to conventional fiat currencies like the US dollar or the Kuwaiti dinar, Pi allows users to finish transactions completely. Everything from consumer electronics to home appliances to technical equipment is available in the Pi Shop Mall, and everything is priced in Pi. The availability of Apple's well-known wireless earphones, the AirPods, for an astonishing 0.1 Pi. Even if the price of Pi is still speculative in many regions, this pricing, which is a small fraction of what one might expect to pay using fiat, illustrates the potential value of Pi within this restricted ecosystem. Pi coins can indeed be a scalable and effective form of payment, as initiatives like the Pi Shop Mall provide a concrete use case, mobile exchange, and technical apparatus. The Pi network community in Kuwait has also welcomed Pi's ability to be used to acquire technical equipment, ranging from cell phones and laptops to more niche devices. Pi coins can now be used by both hobbyists and technical experts to purchase equipment. This movement is especially significant in a world where technology is consuming more and more of our lives, and where having access to modern, reasonably priced tools is essential. Furthermore, there is growing interest in the concept of a Pi mobile exchange. Pi coins could be exchanged for a variety of mobile devices and accessories on this market. To increase the utility of the token and create a self-sustaining ecosystem, users may be able to sell their used smartphones, tablets, or accessories on the platform to other Pi community members. Pi Bookshop. Books for Pi are rented and hired. The establishment of the Pi bookstore in Kuwait is another creative application of Pi. Readers can use Pi coins to rent or buy books in this store. A fun new method to get literature and educational materials is through the Pi Bookshop, which offers everything from fiction and nonfiction to textbooks and manuals. With the rental concept, consumers can borrow books for a predetermined amount of time for a relatively minimal upfront cost. Users can then borrow more books in return for more Pi after returning their own. This innovative strategy capitalizes on the constantly expanding digital book market, as traditional books are either too expensive or hard to find in some areas. Through the Pi Book platform, this program promotes reading and offers a useful application for cryptocurrencies. Not only can readers indulge in their enthusiasm for literature, but they can also take part in Pioneers from Kuwait promoting government cooperation. Pioneers in Kuwait are collaborating with the government on wider use cases for Pi. In addition to these entrepreneurial endeavors, one suggestion is to establish a legitimate online store where customers can only make purchases using Pi money. According to Kuwaiti pioneers, this government-backed internet store might sell anything from luxury goods like cars and high-end equipment to everyday essentials like food. Through this partnership with the government, the Pi coin would gain official recognition as a form of payment for certain transactions, which would facilitate its widespread acceptance in the area. The government of Kuwait would present itself as a progressive force in the global Bitcoin industry. Furthermore, Pi may be able to expand into other markets thanks to this partnership, which could serve as an example for other nations. Even Pi is now being used in Kuwait in some very spectacular ways. There are a plethora of other ways that Pi may be used to further boost the world economy. Here are some ideas that pioneers can use to keep pushing the limits of cryptocurrency. 1 star for services provided by the government. Governments might implement Pi as a way for citizens to pay for specific public services. For instance, Pi might be used to pay for license fees, traffic penalties, and even public transit costs. This would offer a smooth and affordable method for 2 loyalty schemes for Pi. Companies might develop Pi-coin-based loyalty programs in which consumers earn Pis for their purchases and can exchange them for goods or discounts. This would make it easier for Pi to enter the consumer retail sector and encourage regular consumers to use cryptocurrencies. By letting users pay with Pi, 3 Pi subscription businesses, streaming services, news sites, or online learning portals could take Pi for subscription payments. Companies can employ Pi to increase the variety of revenue streams for real estate deals by tapping into the expanding cryptocurrency user base. Pi may become extremely useful in real estate if cryptocurrency gain traction. Home buyers and renters may utilize Pi to make down payments or even complete entire property purchases, providing a frictionless alternative to regular money swaps. The global community of Pi Network is driving its growth with its innovative ideas and entrepreneurial spirit. As demonstrated by pioneers in Kuwait, Pi may be much more than just a volatile investment. It can be used in the real world to make reservations for rentals and possible partnerships with the government, as well as to buy products and services from the Pi Shop Mall and technological equipment purchase, as long as it keeps innovating and exploring new uses. In addition to influencing the direction of cryptocurrencies, Kuwaiti innovators are also establishing the groundwork for a brand new era of decentralized.
Sitting at home, scrolling through Amazon, eyeing that gadget you've been wanting for weeks. Suddenly, instead of reaching for your credit card or going through the hassle of converting currencies, you whip out your Pi wallet and within seconds you've made the purchase. No extra fees, no waiting days for transactions to clear, just simple, fast, and hassle-free. Sounds like a dream, right? Well, that dream could soon be a reality if Pi Network becomes a payment option on Amazon, opening up a world of possibilities for e-commerce and everyday purchases. In today's video, we're diving deep into how Pi Network could become a payment option on Amazon, unlocking a world of possibilities for e-commerce and transforming the way we shop online. Now, here's a question for you. How do you think Pi Network's integration with Amazon could change your shopping experience? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to check out my previous videos to catch up on all the latest Pi Network updates. Link is in the description. Also, let's show some love for Pi Network. Drop Pi Network to the moon and your country's name in the comments. Let's see how global our Pi family really is. Before we jump in, if you're loving these updates and want to support us, make sure to like, share, and subscribe so we can keep bringing you the latest on Pi Network and beyond. And remember, this video is for entertainment purposes only. It's not financial advice or a recommendation to invest. Always do your research and consult a professional before making any decisions. Alright, enough talk, let's get started. Now I know you're already familiar with Pi Network, so let's skip the basics and dive into the juicy part. What this could mean for you and the future of online shopping. Just imagine earning Pi daily, seeing your purchasing power skyrocket, and using that digital currency to buy practically anything on Amazon. This isn't some far-fetched idea. It's a potential shift that could transform the way we shop, and Pi Network could be at the heart of it. We all know that shopping online has changed the game. Platforms like Amazon have made everything, from groceries to gadgets, accessible with just a few clicks. But let's be real, the payment system, it's stuck in the past. High transaction fees, long processing times, and the headache of dealing with different currencies are all part of the problem. That's where Pi could swoop in, saving the day like a digital superhero. Now let's talk about those pesky fees. Credit card processing fees, currency conversion charges. They're like those tiny hidden gremlins that sneak up on you when you're about to check out. With Pi, all of that could vanish. No more middlemen taking a slice of your hard-earned cash. Instead, you get the full value of your transaction, and with global accessibility, you can shop from anywhere, anytime. Plus, think about how frustrating it is when you're trying to send money across borders. The wait time can be days, especially with international purchases. But Pi, boom, instant. A few seconds and the transaction is done. That's the power of digital currency at its finest. Picture this. You've been accumulating Pi over time. Maybe you've been mining it for a while. Maybe you've even made some transactions using it already. Now, imagine being able to use that Pi to buy your favorite products, not just on obscure sites, but on Amazon, one of the largest e-commerce giants on the planet. Your Pi, once just sitting there in your wallet, now gets you more bang for your buck. Every Pi you've earned suddenly feels more valuable because it expands your ability to purchase more items, broadening your shopping horizons. And let's not forget about the speed. We live in a world where instant gratification is king, and who has the patience to wait around for days for payments to process? With Pi's digital nature, you could be looking at transaction times that are nearly instantaneous. Imagine paying for an item and having it shipped out almost immediately because your payment cleared in seconds. No waiting, no hassle, just seamless shopping. Now, what does this all mean for Amazon? As one of the largest e-commerce platforms globally, Amazon stands to benefit massively from simplifying the payment process with Pi. By integrating Pi as a payment option, Amazon could appeal to a whole new audience, namely blockchain enthusiasts and early adopters of digital currency. This move could even draw in users who might not have considered Amazon before, but are now enticed by the ease of Pi transactions. Plus, with Pi's blockchain technology, every transaction would be secure and transparent, reducing fraud and ensuring that customers' data remains protected. Think about the bigger picture. If Amazon adopts Pi, it would be a monumental step toward mainstream acceptance of digital currencies, and once that happens, the floodgates could open for other major e-commerce platforms to follow suit. We could be looking at a future where Pi is widely accepted across online markets, and we're not just using it for niche purchases, but for everyday transactions, groceries, electronics, fashion, you name it. As Pi continues to grow, its foundation on blockchain principles offers something unique to e-commerce: security, transparency, and most importantly, financial inclusion. Pi Network isn't just about giving early adopters a leg up in the digital currency world. It's about breaking down barriers and making digital commerce accessible to everyone, regardless of where they are or what their financial situation looks like. So, where do we go from here? The potential partnership between Pi Network and Amazon could be the spark that lights the fuse for a full-scale revolution in digital transactions. And as more e-commerce platforms see the value in Pi, we're standing at the cusp of something incredible. A future where shopping online with Pi is the norm, not the exception. Want to stay ahead of the curve? Now is the time to focus on Pi Network's progress, especially as it inches closer to integration with major platforms like Amazon. This isn't just about being a passive participant in the growing crypto space. It's about staying engaged and informed. The Pi community is thriving, and active involvement can put you in a position to benefit from upcoming innovations. Whether it's keeping up with the latest updates or engaging in Pi-related discussions, those who are in the know will have a competitive edge when the tides of digital finance shift. Are you prepared for the future of online shopping? The potential integration of Pi with e-commerce giants like Amazon could be the game changer everyone's been waiting for. Imagine using your Pi coins not just as a speculative asset, but as real currency to purchase goods and services online. The thought of revolutionizing how we shop online is becoming more realistic as Pi's use cases continue to expand. This is the time to start thinking about how you can make the most of the coins in your wallet and how you can leverage them as the digital economy evolves. So, what's next for you and Pi? If you're stacking Pi coins, it's time to start strategizing. The digital world is evolving fast, and those who are prepared will be in the best position to capitalize on these developments. With the potential for Pi to disrupt traditional e-commerce, staying tuned and informed can keep you ahead of the curve. Thanks for sticking with me today, and remember, this could just be the beginning of an entirely new era for shopping and cryptocurrency. Stay tuned, because the future is getting a lot more exciting. In today's video, we explored how Pi Network could potentially become a payment option on Amazon, revolutionizing the way we shop online. From eliminating transaction fees to making payments faster and more secure, Pi Network has the potential to transform e-commerce and give users more control over their purchases. If you enjoyed this video and want to keep getting the latest updates about Pi Network and its growing role in the digital world, don't forget to hit that like button, share the video with your friends, and subscribe to the channel. Your support helps us continue bringing you more valuable content about the Pi Network and beyond. Now, here's a question for you. How do you think Pi Network's integration with Amazon could change your online shopping experience? Drop your thoughts in the comments below. And if you have any contributions or questions, feel free to share them in the comments as well. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you so much for watching, and I can't wait to see you in the next video. Stay tuned for more updates, and until then, keep stacking those Pi coins. All right, buckle up, fellow pioneers. We're diving headfirst into the latest buzz surrounding the Pi Network, and trust me, this one's going to be a wild ride. We're talking about the energy, the unity, and the drive of a community that's fired up and ready for one thing: to launch Pi Network to the moon with the much-talked-about GCV, Global Consensus Value. And hey, if you're already on this Pi journey, you know how big this is. We're on the cusp of something huge, the Open Mainnet launch, and it's coming in hotter than a rocket toward the end of 2024. But before we all pop the champagne, some serious conversations are happening behind the scenes. Enter Ali Adler from Germany and Diana Chien from Canada, two rockstar GCV ambassadors who have a clear message for the Pi Network community. It's time to lock in on a strong consensus value to ensure that this digital currency doesn't just survive, it thrives. Now here's a quick question for you. What do you think the global consensus value for Pi should be? Drop your answer in the comments below. And if you need to catch up on all the latest Pi Network developments, make sure to check out my previous videos. Links are in the description. Also, let's get that Pi Network energy going in the comments. Drop Pi Network to the moon along with your country name below. Let's see how global this Pi movement really is. Remember, if you're passionate about the Pi Network, smash that like button, share this video with your fellow pioneers, and subscribe to the channel to support us in bringing you more exciting updates about Pi Network. Disclaimer: this video is purely for entertainment purposes and should not be taken as investment advice in any way, shape, or form. Alright, let's get started on this wild Pi journey. Now, let me paint you a picture. Imagine the Pi Network is a spaceship. We're all on this thing, zooming through the galaxy of cryptocurrencies, and we're close to that monumental Open Mainnet launch. The core team is in the cockpit, with Dr. Nicholas Kakalis at the helm. But who's keeping this spaceship steady and on course? It's folks like Ali and Diana, standing at the helm of the community, making sure we don't get tossed into the crypto void without a plan. And their plan? To keep Pi's value rock solid. So what's all this GCV hype about? Let's break it down. GCV, or Global Consensus Value, is the rallying point for Pi's most passionate supporters. These are the folks advocating for a strong, unified value for Pi Network, and they're doing it with the kind of gusto you'd expect from people who truly believe in its potential. The number on everyone's lips, $314,159. And no, that's not just because Pi is a mathematical constant. It's because this value symbolizes stability, growth, and a foundation on which Pi Network can flourish. Ali Adler, this guy's a legend. Hailing from Germany with a background in architecture and mad skills in networking and servers, Ali's been part of the Pi Network community since the early days in 2019. He's seen it all, the ups, the downs, and everything in between. And now, as a GCV ambassador, he's putting his foot down on this high-value figure, pushing for a stable and sustainable future for Pi. In his speeches, Ali has hammered home the $89 to support the project's growth. He believes this is what's needed to keep the Pi Network sustainable. And he's asking Dr. Kokalis and the core team to hear the community's voice and recognize this value as part of Pi's official trajectory. For Ali, it's all about unity. Pi Network has always been a community-driven project, and the way he sees it, the pioneers have to stick together if we want to see Pi grow into the global digital currency it's destined to be. He's got this vision of Pi taking the world by storm, but only if we're all on the same page about its value. Diana is a total powerhouse. She's not just an artist and entrepreneur, she's also a die-hard Pi supporter and GCV ambassador. If you've seen any of her Pi Network promo videos, You know she's got some serious passion for this project. She runs her own small business, Maiden's Heart, and for her, Pi isn't just another cryptocurrency, it's a tool for economic empowerment. She's out there waving the GCV flag, pushing for that symbolic $314,159 value. But Diana's take is more than just about numbers. She's thinking about the long game. For her, a high consensus value is crucial because it ensures Pi's accessibility to all, not just the whales with fat wallets. She's all about making Pi a stable currency that people from all walks of life can use, whether for small daily transactions or large-scale purchases. Diana's concern is that if we undervalue Pi now, we risk undermining everything the network stands for. To her, that high GCV isn't just a pie-in-the-sky number. It's a practical one that will protect Pi from inflation and make it a powerful tool for communities around the world. She believes that Pi can uplift people, give them financial independence, and act as a hedge against economic instability. In short, Pi's value isn't just theoretical, it's transformative. Both Ollie and Diana are calling for the same thing, a united community with a shared vision. They know that the open mainnet launch is a massive snag. That's why they're pushing hard for this GCV, and their message to the pioneers is this palpable excitement in the air. Pi Network is about to go to the next level and the pioneers are ready for it, but the conversation around GCV is heating up. It's more than just a number. It's about securing Pi's place in the world as a stable, accessible digital currency that doesn't just cater to the rich, but to everyone. What's beautiful about this community is the passion and belief that people like Ollie Adler and Diana Chien bring to the table. Their advocacy for a strong consensus value is a reminder that Pi Network is driven by the people, and it's going to be the people who determine where it goes next. They're not just talking about the future of Pi, they're shaping it, and they want you in on it too. So whether you're mining Pi like a champ or just riding the wave of excitement, remember this, we're all part of this journey. And with ambassadors like Ollie and Diana leading the charge, we're in good hands. Now let's gear up for the open mainnet and make sure we've got our consensus in check. The future of Pi is bright, and it's coming fast. Are you ready? Keep pieing, pioneers. Wow, what an exciting deep dive into the Pi network and the powerful push for global consensus value, GCV. To sum it all up, we've explored the intense efforts of the Pi network community, especially through key ambassadors like Ollie Adler and Diana Chien as they rally for a strong, unified value for Pi. With the open mainnet launch just around the corner, this consensus could be the foundation for Pi's future success, making sure it remains accessible to everyone, not just the whales. Now, if you enjoyed this video and want to stay updated with all the latest Pi network developments, don't forget to smash that like button, share this video with your fellow pioneers, and of course, subscribe to the channel so we can continue bringing you more exciting updates about Pi Network. Here's a question for you. What do you think the global consensus value for Pi should be? Drop your answer in the comments below. And if you have any contributions or questions, feel free to share them in the comments as well. I'll be checking and responding. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.
It's a fact that people have a peculiar tendency to reject novel concepts until they become the next big thing. It is unavoidable. Telling people hundreds of years ago that the Earth was round, or that people could quickly communicate across oceans with a single button click would have been unimaginable. Hi there, World Wide Web. You were probably crazy in their eyes. Now consider things like electricity, Wi-Fi, or internal combustion engines. Before they were incorporated into our daily lives, all of these discoveries were met with extreme mistrust. What makes Web3, Pi Network, and blockchain any different? Something as groundbreaking as Pi Network will initially leave people perplexed. But trust me, this is going to be an incredible journey. But before we dive in, allow me to ask you, what do you think is Pi Network's most exciting feature? Please share your thoughts in the comment section below. Oh, and while you're down there, don't forget to comment on Pi Network to the moon and mention your nation. Let's see where all of our pioneers are tuning in from. Just to be clear, this video is meant exclusively for your amusement as we delve deeper into the world of Pi. Remember that this is not financial or investing advice. Okay, explorers, now let's get going. Now that we've stepped inside our time machine, let's take a quick look back to 2019. the year Pi Network first made its appearance. Back then, Bitcoin was still revered by all as the supreme leader of the cryptocurrency industry. It appeared as though Bitcoin had taken over the world, demonstrating that a decentralized financial system was feasible and that traditional banks could no longer exist. Nice, huh? The really bad news is this. Bitcoin didn't address the more complicated real-world problems we face today, even though it did show us what was possible. Let's go back in time to this wild digital era. The boundaries between the real and the phony are constantly vanishing in our environment. Online, you can assume any identity you choose. If you want to, you may post anything, say anything, and even make up a whole fictional existence. This is the startling bit. 30s of accounts on the internet are fraudulent. Yes, it is correct. You name it. False accounts, bots, etc. These invisible alien beings are lurking in the shadows of the digital world, interfering with our reactions, likes, and social media feeds. They are even propagating violence online. That's a serious concern, particularly for young people who may become entangled in the negative aspects of the internet and experience anxiety, despair, or worse. Social media businesses have made every effort, including charging users for verification and rolling out blue check marks. To be honest, though, it's like putting a bandage on a broken leg. Web 2 simply lacks the strength to resolve this issue. And that's when Pi Network shows up, ready to save the day. Capes flying. Pi Network's goal is very clear. Using blockchain technology to ensure actual people can communicate in a clean, safe Web 3. Let's be clear about this. Pi Network isn't going to suddenly turn you become a fortune. Don't misinterpret its intent. It involves far more than just money or coins. Reimagining the internet is the goal. You got that? All right. Let's proceed. Let's go back to Pi's early years. Imagine if there's no money set up for eye-catching advertisements or venture funding to support it. Simply the spirit of the pioneer. The creators decided to rely on us, the users, to spread the word about Pi Network. And what do you know? Pi tokens were given to early adopters as compensation for enticing new members into the movement. But here's the catch. Yes, the Pi tokens are worthless unless the Pi Network project as a whole is successful. No lofty aspirations or exaggerated delusions. Either you understand Pi and decide to go along for the journey, or you decide not to. No ill will. Nobody is pulling your arm. Currently, just about 65 million of the approximately a billion Pi that have been made are still active. That community is still very large. What do you know? Pi Network is going to prosper precisely in this manner. Its vitality is in its community. Brilliant ideas may have been generated for many other initiatives, but without support, they fade into obscurity. With its blockchain browser software and mainnet MauiNet wallet, Pi Network is getting closer to launching its mainnet. There is one item that most people are eagerly awaiting. Yes, the price of the Pi coin has been revealed. Hold on. Don't just concentrate on it. Pi's products, technology, vision, and overall ecosystem are what make it valuable. Let's discuss a few of those tasty features. The main network features a browser, blockchain, main wallet, and an incredibly interesting KYC application that integrates AI with users. Not to mention the new Fireside Forum app. Holding a Maui coin merely signifies your participation in something much greater than that. Ever consider the amount of Google-like apps? Like Facebook or Google, Pi Network and its app suite will make money from advertisements as well. Pi's future growth will be fueled by these advertisements. Yes, bear in mind that advertisements are what power the Pi ecosystem the next time you see it. Let's now discuss us, the devoted Pi pioneers. I understand. Since you haven't been able to pay out your Pi tokens quite yet, some of you may be experiencing some frustration. But everybody, keep calm. Web3 is only getting started. like the pioneers of this new digital frontier we are. Now that you've completed Kike, you can make use of all the fantastic advantages Pi Network has to offer. You have Fireside Forum to yourself, sweetie. Pi coins will soon be required to purchase for new users to get access to the platform's Web3 functionalities. See what I did there? Pi's worth will rise in tandem with that demand. All that needs to happen is time. Not even when Pi gets to open main will there be a magical switch that turns everything on and off at once. There will still be competition between Web 2 and Web 3 applications. Not only is Pi Network not going to win the race by default, but it's completely decentralized, which is much more amazing. No market manipulation, no backdoor deals, no whales. We, the community, will be the reason behind Pi's success. For this reason, if you have Pi coins, consider Pi Network as an international digital nation. As its citizens, we must get our hands dirty and contribute, no matter how little, if we wish to see it flourish. Most people make a mistake there. The beauty of true decentralization is lost on them. Yes, there are rights involved, but there are also obligations. This is the situation. Pi Network has a long way to go. The ecosystem has been continuously updated and improved by the core team, who have shown transparency regarding their development. However, in a decentralized society, without the backing of the U.S. community, even the founders are powerless. Pi Network is more than a technology endeavor. It's a worldwide movement that could change the way we communicate, engage, and construct value. It's not a matter of if, but when Pi Network becomes an integral part of our everyday lives. Your Pi, your choice. Let's give it our best. Okay, Pioneers today is full of things. The fascinating story of Pi Network, from its modest beginnings in 2019 to its potential to alter the Web3 industry, was explored in this film. We've looked at how Pi is advancing the internet movement toward a safer, decentralized future by concentrating on developing a whole ecosystem that is powered by the community, rather than simply coins and payments. Please remember to like, share, and subscribe if you like this video and want to receive updates on Pi Network news as it happens. We are so grateful for your support, which enables us to provide you with even more worthwhile content on Pi Network. I'd like to talk to you right now. What do you consider Pi Network's most intriguing characteristic to be? Post your ideas in the space provided for comments below. Please feel free to share any suggestions or queries you may have with the community in the comments section as well. I appreciate your viewing, and I hope to see you in the upcoming video. Participation of a Middle Eastern bank in the global adoption of Pi. From specialized technological experiments, cryptocurrencies have quickly developed into competitive players in the world financial system. PiCoin is one of these new digital currencies that is gaining popularity quickly and attracting the interest of both people and organizations. Pi stands out among the multitude of other digital currencies, not just because of its expanding user base, but also because financial institutions, especially in the Middle East, are beginning to accept it more and more. The United Arab Emirates is a hub for financial innovation, and its banks are now focusing on cryptocurrencies as a way to modernize and optimize their financial operations. Recently, banks in the UAE began opening Pi accounts and are getting ready to integrate PiCoin into their trading activities, which is a significant milestone in the journey of digital currencies. Middle Eastern banks' involvement, coupled with support from major global financial institutions, positions Pi as a potential game changer in the world of international finance. Middle Eastern banks embrace the PiCoin. The Middle East is leveraging blockchain technology to streamline cross-border transactions and strengthen trade ties. PiCoin offers a unique solution to some of the existing challenges in international finance, such as the slow speed of traditional banking systems and the high costs associated with cross-border transfers. By adopting Pi, Middle Eastern banks are positioning themselves to offer faster, more efficient, and cost-effective services to customers. The fact that several banks have already opened Pi accounts and are poised to ready themselves for Pi-coin transactions is an early but critical step toward wider adoption of Pi in the region. Pi Network is backed by global financial institutions. The Middle East is a major player in international trade, and by incorporating Pi-coin into their operations, banks in the region are not only modernizing their financial systems, but also laying the groundwork for Pi to become a recognized and widely used digital currency in international trade. This could revolutionize the way the Middle East conducts business with the rest of the world, providing a glimpse into a future where digital currencies like Pi play a central role in the global economy. The Pi network has also piqued the interest of significant financial organizations like the World Bank, the International Monetary Fund, and the Bank for International Settlements, BIS. Should a cryptocurrency want to become significant on the international scene, it must have this kind of institutional backing. Pi Network is not simply another cryptocurrency initiative, as evidenced by the support of some of the most powerful institutions in the world of international finance, the World Bank, the IMF, and the British School of Economics. Rather, it is an acceptable and maybe revolutionary financial technology. Given that these organizations are renowned for taking a cautious approach to novel financial technologies, their backing of Pi indicates unequivocally that they believe the network has long-term promise. With this degree of institutional support, Pi Network gains legitimacy and becomes more widely applicable in a variety of financial and economic domains. Pi-coin has a wide range of applications, from international payments and trade to state-level financial administration. The endorsement of these big financial institutions not only promotes confidence in Pi among other banks and financial institutions, but also speeds up its acceptance throughout the wider financial system. Pi-coin as a means of international trade. Pi-coin is poised to make a big impact on the worldwide financial scene because of the participation of both Middle Eastern banks and international financial organizations. Pi's distinct look and expanding user base establish it as a virtual currency that can enable cross-border transactions. Pi currency is expected to be utilized for bigger, more intricate economic operations, in addition to regular transactions as more financial institutions start to see their potential. Pi-coin's capacity to enable easy cross-border transactions is one of its main benefits. Traditional banking channels can be expensive and slow, especially when transferring money internationally. Pi currency, however, functions on a decentralized blockchain network, which allows for faster, cheaper, and more secure transactions. Because of this, it's a desirable choice for companies and people who need to transfer money across borders or engage in international trade. Furthermore, Pi is a robust and scalable solution for global finance because of its decentralized structure and expanding global community. Pi-coin's worth as a worldwide transaction instrument will only rise as more people sign up for the Pi network and more organizations start using it. In this sense, Pi has the potential to become one of the most significant digital currencies in the world. Pi-coin is becoming more and more significant in the global financial scene, as seen by the participation of Middle Eastern banks in the Pi ecosystem, and the backing of organizations such as the World Bank, IMF, and BIS. A clear indication that Pi is becoming more and more popular as a real digital currency is the decision made by banks in the United Arab Emirates to create Pi accounts and get ready for Pi-coin transactions. This is the first step in Pi's transformation from a cryptocurrency initiative to a key player in global finance. Pi has the potential to revolutionize international trade, facilitate cross-border transactions, and change the way financial institutions function as it continues to gain traction and adoption. With strong backing from both regional and global organizations, Pi Network is well positioned to become a major force in the world of digital currencies. Further securing its role in the future of the global economy is going to be crucial to the launch of the Open Mainnet. With thoughtful design and an array of intuitive features, CoinScrow is poised to make a big effect on the Pi network environment and establish itself as an ecosystem leader. CoinScrow has taken several steps in advance of the open mainnet to guarantee a seamless and efficient move into this next stage. The Pi network community has great regard for the platform because of its creative solutions and all encompassing approach. CoinScrow's success in the Pi Core team's Quone 2023 hackathon added to its already stellar reputation, demonstrating the project's innovative design and commitment to the network. To better serve Pi network customers, CoinScrow provides several necessary services. These consist of a digital wallet, safe deposits, Pi trading, and a reliable payment system. These features not only improve the Pi network user experience, but also strengthen the bond of trust between Pi network pioneers and enterprises. The amount of Pi mainnet coins exchanged on CoinScrow's platform, which has topped 1 million, is among the most striking measures of its success and the confidence of the community. This noteworthy achievement demonstrates how well the platform can cater to the needs of its consumers. The smooth operation and easy to use